Today we're playing with the best Waste Not deck. Prepare for trouble. Our deck contains cards like Waste Not and others. I'm glad it's strong enough to see some play, unique. Okay, well, I have the namesake cards. I will hit my second land drop in my 26 land deck, and the hand is just kind of perfect otherwise. I get to interact and I get to, holy shit, lead on fountain board. See? Simple. Is that Kahira? Giganta. What a mana base. Well, let's take the case and Waste Not, and Thoughtseize, Duress, draw 2, Liliana, start plussing. Seems simple. Like, maybe I'll struggle with the Obis Nixilis a little bit, but I think I can ignore it. Oh, no widzisz. I mean, they're so far from casting Obis Nixilis this game though, so... Wait, Liliana is playable in a format now? It's only because I play Waste Not. And to say that she's playable is an overstatement. Meow. Okay, well, this is mono blanks, but yeah, let's take the obvious. Draw. Swamp. Can make a zombie, discarding Atraxa. This will probably solve one way or another, so... I guess I'll rather draw. Let's take the torch. Kill it now because of Fountain Port. It's gonna push Atraxa, 2 colorless lands. Their case is gonna solve, sure. Play Liliana. We both discard. I discard the Sunken Citadel. Have I tried the mono black demon deck yet? I played with it yesterday. It was one of the worst decks I played in a while. So really not interested in that one. All the demon cards seemed weak. The room was maybe not the weakest ever, but still rather weak. Like, the room is fun, was kind of nice that it was 2 spells at the same time, but playing it without a demon in play was pretty horrible. Slasher was actually fairly stoppable despite what the name said. Maybe... Don't need Aclazotz. Kill. Play. Going for the ult seems okay. Keeping Thoughtseize so we can cycle Thoughtseize. Seems good. Search for a card. What's that gonna be? A land? Makes sense. I care about gaining 2. Another Waste Not. Seems like my opponent is in a really tough spot because we're playing the best Waste Not deck after all. They can tutor for a reanimation spell. Be careful. For 5 mana, right? So go ahead, my friend. It's crazy we are beating their best draw too. Like in this spot, or that in general we are beating their best draw. That their draw right now is their best draw they can offer. 7. Anyone not drawing in the chat? Sheoldred's Edict seems poor. Aclazotz seems poor. Bankbuster seems good. Duress seems good. What if villain deploys a Bankbuster against me? That seems a bit rough for my deck. I don't know how do I beat that. Maybe we can board in Invoke Despair as a value card. Keep free push. Don't want the hairs? I'm pretty sure I don't. I have the go blanks. Their graveyard aspect is pretty minimal, if at all existing. Little does my opponent know that they're playing against the best waste not deck. And seems banging. Their deck has Atraxa, but it's trying to put Atraxa into play using the card Transmogrify most often. Buster's Throde. They drew a Haunted Ridge, so they only have push in hand. Don't want to hit that. This Hostile Investigator is gonna get them so good though. Didn't grab Giganta. So I could pay 6 life to draw a card here. Is it perhaps worth it? Let's say it is. Also, if my go for the throat fails to stop Transmogrify because of Mirex, I'll cry. Not draw turn 3 Castle Locthwain activation. And now we summon the Hostile Investigator. Can't say I'm sold on Hostile Investigator, bro. It's like a waste not, but more copies. Trust. Have I ever lost when I played Lodge on 4? Might have happened. They discarded Sokenzan. They kept push 2 unknowns. Let's see if they found Transmogrify. Clearly they did. The Thoughtseize might go for the throat too, which is unfortunate. Bible, Mutavolt, and Thoughtseize, that's it. Huh, see? Only a group of cards. I'll hit my clues. I mean, it seems like I'll have more clues than I know what to do with. Just need to kill the Atraxa. Could use Geier each Sanitarium this turn. Seems better than cracking a clue. I want Don't be ignored. Maybe Sheoldred's Edict is actually not a bad idea. Because it seems like it's trivial to win after tracks are resolved, so not really a problem. The only problem is my low life total. I have Pushu, Tsugu, and a mystery card. Oh, why do I do that in response? I guess if they discard, fair. Yeah. So my clues die, but that's fine, as I said, because we'll get many more. Thoughtseize your body. And a Buster. Easy. Easy clap. How do I want to best spend my mana? If I use the Geier Reach, get to discard Thoughtseize, and I have 4 mana. So I can Field of Ruin and probably the Mirex. Get a clue. Maybe I get extra mana. Maybe I draw an extra mana, so that's nice. Could also wait on the Field of Ruin in case they try to transmog the Mutavault. I could, but then they can make a Mirex token. Sheoldred will buy me back some life. If they try to attack me, I would like to block. Exile all graveyards, a combo with Rakdos joins up. For real, for real. Draw a Buster. Partying, yeah, partying, yeah. Fun. King of Combat, attack. Broski. I am definitely blocking. Sure. Maybe I should have not blocked, honestly, but I think with Castle and all of that, I definitely could. Another waste note. GG, bro. Like, I could be gaining clues instead, but I will not have time to spend the clues I have. Too much ways to use my cards. Ooh, bro. Oh, Geier Reach Sanitarium is broken. It sure is. Discard a land, so we gain 6 mana. So we can level up the Bandit's talent pretty well. Am I qualified for RC Prague? Yes, I am. So Bandit's talent is this opponent's discards. Unless they discard a non-land card, they discard 2. So they discard Duress, we draw 3 cards. Do I have a short list of what I'm likely to register? Do I have Revolt? No. It costs 3, right? Also, I'm 19 life somehow, thanks to Sheoldred. Chat, this really is the strongest Waste Not deck. Like, sure, summon your Cilia trackside does nothing. Shortlist for what I'm likely to register. Well, right now, I'm likely to register the best Waste Not deck. Level 2, my Bandit's talent. Your move. It does seem nice to have mana sinks alongside the extra mana from Waste Not. I guess Castle is mostly that. Of course. Attack, probably. How many matches? This is the first one. Prague is modern. Well, in modern I'll play Titan, like, simply. Or Jeskai something, the one I 5-0'd with a week ago, and that's my second choice, of course, because I just 5-0'd with that deck. Yes, Jeskai Dresden. Best archetype. Second best archetype. Oh, villain is a Traxing. No, Obi Nixiling. Holy guacamole. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card for each opponent who has one or fewer cards in hand. I draw 4, fair. Is there a way to copy Wasteland? Because it's good in multiples. Copy Enchantment. It's 3 mana, not Pioneer legal though, right? Opponent dead on board. Sure. Clever Impersonator for 4 mana. Sounds good. Oh no, they have an enchantment. They are not dead to my Invoke Despair. That's fine. Hey, how do you get qualified for Prague? You need to play in an RCQ. A list of them you can find online. If we go Google Funfinity Prague RC, you can... Nope. How to qualify for the UGEMS RC. This should help. Do I like card names like Copy Enchantment, Seal Artifact, and Manifest Dread? I enjoyed Manifest Dread, yeah. It's pretty kawaii, I think. UGEMS sounds like a bad word. Or like Ligmam or so. Oh, there's a list of life from this, I forgot. That said, the opponent stands no chance against the best Waste Not deck. Jeden dzień bez ojca. I would like to play against Blue-White for science. Probably put back the Hostile Investigator, given that's a 4-mana card. Do I like Sirniki? I don't know what's a Sirniki. Cernik? Cheesecake? Cheesecake I do like. Raffin's Tower, Glacial Fortress. I see. Let's spend 2 mana, maybe I can draw an untapped land next turn. Unclear how many Sunken Citadels are reasonable to play. So this is a control deck, good. Farmer's Cheese Pancake. Sirniki? I don't know about it. About Sirniki. No nie, o coś mówi, że nie sernik, to jakieś tam inne coś bredzi. Raffin's Tower. Ale bitwa będzie. So this is a true Esper deck. Esper control. Can't even do too much by go blanking them. You would guess the correct number of Sunken Citadels is 3. Then we overshot. How many? I don't know, it doesn't feel like I want to hit their tower. Seems a bit wasteful. How many basics do they play? They probably play a good amount if they have Field of Ruin in their deck. Oh no, the anti-waste not card, the Deuce. Also, if my opponent plays a Teferi, my go for the fraud will look really stupid. Really stupid. No! Chat! No nie, no kurwa, co to ma być? Invoked the Teferi. By just mentioning it. Have the pushes. Need to draw a removal then. Castle Investigator attacking seems like a way to lose. I play Bandit's Talent. Well, I can't quite pressure with the Bankbuster. They have the double fail push in hand, chat. The only thing I can pressure is myself. The best waste not deck. Yeah. Post board, they stand no chance though. Control, you know, chat. Control, as usual, is a cheesy game 1 archetype that just relies on people not like on people playing main deck removal. Is blue-white good in the blue-white versus black-red matchup? It's not the best. Field of Ruin target secured. They can untap their Field of Ruin to protect my Field of Ruin from their Field of Ruin. It's free to activate. They could like activate Shambling Vent, push their own vent. Okay. Bro, I'm soon gonna vent and shamble myself. Fetal push. Oh, dobra. Soon we'll find a removal spell for that Teferi and it's gonna resolve. I do have 3 2-mana removals that kill Planeswalkers, just the one go for the throw that doesn't, and it's kinda how it's played out. Remember chat, this one is resolving. This way I made sure that no more lives can hit my card, but absorb. Yes, the song is in Polish, but I don't understand what the guy is singing. Something about the beach and meeting her on the beach. The fairy solved. My opponent only has 7 cards in hand now. No, there's no way they have another Teferi. See? Not Teferi. Clearly not Teferi. Ja pierdolę, to waste fatal pusher to. Hostile Investigator is gonna show them. Not killing Ashok this turn doesn't make sense to push it. What I want to do doesn't make sense to attack it to give my opponent a way to revolt. Instead, I'll investigate once again with the Investigator if given a chance. So in your upkeep we loot. Alright, we hostilely investigated our opponent's intentions, I guess. Dawaj mi farewella wpierdol na pizdę. Ziomeczku, nie boję się niczego. Hopefully not a farewell, but a supreme verdict. Key. I should exile my bitter triumph. Which is sad, but that's life. Okay. Go Blanc der Deluge. Probably. This is only opponent's own. Wandering Emperor. Ashok will kill you weekly. Weekly? All we need is a waste knot and then we're in a good spot, chat. We actually fought through most of their cards. Unfortunately I missed land drops and now I am in slight pain because of that. But the card type Planeswalker seems to be amongst the better ones against the best waste knot deck. Followed quickly by S. Hammond, I guess. And Mouse. No, I don't think Mouse is any good actually. Opponent even has the Emperor to insulate themselves from the key fail push. He did. So yeah, they basically have everything available to them. They are insulated from Sheoldred's Edict. We need like reverse Wandering Emperor. But how? How would we use it? We cast 3 spells. Cast Thoughtseize, Triumph, Buster. We keep Ashiok. Alright, well, you got me. I concede. But now, post-board, all field pushes and go for the throat, leave my deck. So I can no longer draw blanks. Can instead... Holy shit, perfectly. Sideboarding works out perfectly. I cut down. RIP, we don't have enough cards against control. The best waste not deck has a blind spot. I think 1 fail push. Can be useful. Keep. It's an insane draw as well. If they hold up 2 mana, I probably just draw, right? Whoa, they're trying to Thoughtseize me. Sure, buddy. Have I abandoned the leyline gaming? We are performing hard testing and exploring, chat. But yes, currently you have identified that at this very moment I'm not playing the leyline binding deck. Dig through time. Should I take Dig or Teferi? I think Dig. I'm gonna just play creatures. All basics in hand. I think they only have 3. You can try that. Sheoldred is more damage. Well, life points. How did Ligmatic go? I played Ligmatic yesterday. In a prelim, I played against Control twice and I lost twice. Let's see if they have an extra basic. Second planes. Yes. Okay. Draw a card. So take damage, you mean? I did have a pretty contrived match against Yellow Hat, where I actually probably threw the game by performing 3 or 4 micro misplays. In a row. And then game 3 too, so I guess I threw 2 games. Up to. Hairs for the Dicks and Deluges. That's actually kind of fair. I would prefer to have hairs in my hand than this, but we do keep Thoughtseize Talent, Thoughtseize Investigator. There's Duress first. I don't know which one to cast first. Let's take Narset. Have Castle Ardenvale. They drew this. So they're not keeping up the veto. They have Veto Teferi, 3 lands, so they either discard a spell. And I probably would like to Thoughtseize and Talent next turn, so they might have to ditch 2 lands. Next turn. Also, hopefully I'll draw lands. I have Ardenvale and Fortress right now. And an unknown. They discarded the Wandering Emperor. Okay, so they have... Wait, they discarded Wandering Emperor and Castle Ardenvale. We got the best of both worlds, and they even took 2 damage from the Bandit's talent. Well, I would lie if I wouldn't... if that wasn't convenient. To be fair, the wording on Bandit's talent takes a while to understand for many. I did struggle with it at first too. I was like, what? So maybe it would be like clear if it would say discard a card or discard 2 land cards. Well, but I guess discard a non-land card or discard 2 land cards. But then it works differently with Dryad Arbor. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is the best way to phrase it. They are building their graveyard for dig. Perhaps. Vanishing Verse, my Sheoldred, okay. Bandit's talent level 3. If villain cycles a triumph, I investigate. Oh, bro. It's over for you. Hero of Dominaria. Still take 2 damage next turn with the talent. Didn't even have to involve Waste Not. That said, it's kind of weird that my best Waste Not deck does not run Graveyard Trespasser, the best card, alongside discard spells. The most punishing ward. 3 Thoughtseize and 1 Duress seems good enough. Fair. Well, the last Thoughtseize blanked. It revealed a triumph. Bit awkward they have Absorb specifically, but I think I will win against Absorb. So I'm actually fine. Holy shit, investigating again. Let's gain my value. Before I finally push for lethal. Gain 2 mana. Crack the clue. DB kanister wins the match. How curious. Best waste node deck equals victory. So thinking about it, I have to imagine that waste node is probably not necessarily the best deck ever. Well, maybe not the best hand for the matchup. Against decks like Enigmatic, up the Beanstalk decks. I keep this hand versus control. I kept and then looked at Kahira. They're at 9 steps ahead. So many steps ahead. Three step brothers ahead. This will make them like want to wait and sample it. Or if they do that, that's also fine. Also, of course, maybe that means opponent is summoning Teferi next turn and then I die. Activate the Entourage. Explore, draw a land, that's sick. Want to kill the land, pretty sure they don't have a 2-mana counter. Seems the best to do this. Aclazotz upon death transforms into a temple, but he's probably not gonna die. Play Sunfold a single investigator, then we can play the Alcatraz. Probably still crack the clue first. A bit awkward with Liliana, but not too awkward. I'm likely to draw a card I won't draw, and we drew Waste Node, which is incredible. Damn, my subscription ended and I forgot to renew it. Well, I can only think of one solution. So I get 2 mana, which I can't use right now, unfortunately, and a bot. Bot chest. If I have the option to -6 Liliana versus control, would you wait and bring her to 7 loyalty? In general, opponent top decking. Well, I would probably ult more often than not. Especially if I'm gonna leave my opponent with 3 or 4 lands in play, cut off Teferi or the Lush top decks. Seems fairly valuable. I get a card? No, I get mana. Well, hoping that my opponent doesn't top deck Teferi. Memory Deluge, that's fine. It takes a while to No, Field of Ruination. Well, I mean, I probably grab the land, but yep. Really, Sorcery Speed Deluging? No, you're casting Tefani. This is not the best timeline. Am I excited for any upcoming games? No. I am not. Think you're in trouble, Mr. Streamer? I certainly am. I'm not sure if Liliana was better this game than a Graveyard Trespasser would have been. Or something like that, along those lines. Dobra, mamy dwie mapy. No, już pizda. So, some issues with the plan arising, but we're gonna show them post-board now with my perfectly built deck. Opponent Sunfall with Liliana in play, so it probably was. That's fair. That is fair. I guess I was pretty excited for Hades 2, but it released in early access. But I didn't
He's
play
a
early
phenomenal
access.
control player.
So I had to just wait until
Why
it
is
actually
testing
releases.
hard? Is testing different to just practicing?
Which music genre do I prefer? I can adapt my song choice. Lately I've been listening to Spotify generated jazz playlists and enjoying them. Probably Mulligan. This is one of the songs that routinely appears on those playlists. Probably Mulligan. No Waste Not, no Bankbuster, no nothing. Damn, very kind of you to ask me if I want to search for a basic on turn 2. Also, CD Cream, thank you very much for the sub. Why is testing hard is a question that I don't know the answer to, because it just is. Because you test really hard. Not sure about this Thoughtseize. I would like to play my Investigator on this turn in order to trigger it. If it get losted before the trigger resolves, I don't get the card, so that's why I did that. Can't march it. I mean, at least not without pitching a card, so. But immediately proving me wrong, but that's what I meant, actually. Have a Ganjo, and what else? And Field of Ruin. They don't have a Ganjo. I was thinking how I tap, which seems tough, but I think I'll do it this way. For sure, giving the second Waste Not. They will field my Geier each though. which is a bit not nice. Maybe I'll rip another one though. Or castle. Could this deck reasonably play Fountain Port? I did think about it briefly. I think I'll play more castles than Fountain Port. I might be playing a bit too many Demolition Fields. Field of Ruins, you can't really mana screw people with that. Field of Ruins seems really strong against your deck. It does, yeah. It's kind of annoying. No nie, Fountain Porta dobra jeszcze. O ja pierdolę, ale mnie tutaj dyma. Ziomuś. Any reason to keep the push? I don't know. Liliana, no. Ale żałośnie tutaj ta gra się potoczyła. Chat, officially nothing beats Blue-White. Blue-White is the best deck of Pioneer. It's impossible to defeat it. Damn, that's not a bad draw. You can find my Lumimancer list on my decklist page for sure. It's somewhere there. As all of my decks are. You can still come back. You know some decks beat Blue-White. Give me one name. Give me one deck that beats Blue-White. Quintorius. Okay. Blue-black control. That's like fighting fire holes with fire. Mono green. You can choose between the hammer and the sickle. So I choose the hammer in this spot. I have a Cavalier in hand, which they'll play now, so bit of a problem. Holy shit. Nyctas is 5 mana now. Okay. I guess it is not a Cavalier. Maybe they just won't play it for a few more turns. Out of kindness. Misclick. Misclick, misclick. The meme leyline is crazy. I mill 2 storms. I need a land for my go blank. Modo premium only listen to the go blank part instead of land for a glow go blank. Invasion of Ixalan, okay. Reveals Ulvenwald odd DT, okay. Deal 10 damage to me. Or maybe the battle. No, ignore the battle. Best waste note. Struggles against Leyline, I think. This removes Enchantment. Maybe the lifelinker can help. Random sideboarding. Maybe let's trim an Edict. Seems potentially poor against Lanovar Elves. Keep a pair of Bankbusters to card advantage. Card advantage all over them. Okay, we have Waste Not. Probably would like to lead on a swamp so that I can kill an elf. -1 Duress hits only Storm. Duress hits many cards in opponent's deck. Kurwa, no ten Leyline przecież jest OP na mój deck. No, się nie da pokonać tego gówna. Impossible. Why they keep printing shitty Leylines for people to play with? Who wants that? Nobody, chat, nobody wants that. Nobody actually desires to play with or against Leyline of the shit pact. Are they holding a Nykthos not to expose it? Could be. Sunken Citadel showing its true power. Broseju. We get 2 mana, but has Waste not triggered yet? Oh, I've triggered plenty, bro. Typical Twitch chat smartass behavior. You were not there when I was winning my first 2 matches with extreme ease. Only now to kick me while I'm down when the board state is unfavorable. I was here, but you're not kicking. You're just chilling and listening to young Lovasha, enjoying life. Oh no, my Ixalan has been invaded. What did the first one find? Nykthos? This one also finds Nykthos, so I guess no point in killing this one. Show me hand. Pokazuj kurwa łapską. This is a so-called chapel. Sześć. Could just attack with Sheoldred. Take storm attack with Sheoldred and keep my removal. Like, do I need to kill the Poluchanos? Not really, I can event it. Use field on Lair. The all colors Polukranos Reborn looks so funny. It gets squished. The dinosaur is ready to drop. True. Add mana, draw cards. You're welcome. Ask opponent how the Airbnb experience is so far. I don't understand it. Why would I ask that? Killing Polukranos gives me 6 damage. And not having to deal with the invasion monster, so it kind of makes sense. Sunken Citadel. Let's hacking go. As long as we draw our singleton Extinction Event, we're good. That was a stupid game, Lamao. Why is that? We played both of our cards. I played my sideboard card, Extinction Event, and they eventually died. Sounds good to me. Sounds like a good game where both players got to experience the gaming. What about Camping Spheres? Seems bad to me. But maybe if they play ley lines, then it's actually good to have. But like I already have the Field Ruin. I mean, it's kind of. Maybe Dumping Sphere should be there over a pair of Duresses or something. Maybe this actually makes sense. Found Nykthos. They have 4 mana next turn. But I can go blank them with Waste Node in play. 5 mana because of the battle too. The invasion being so sneaky, that's so rough. 6 mana. What costs 6 mana? Oh, Storm the Festival. I guess that's true. It does cost exactly this much. I hope they put 2 ley lines into play with it now. Well, fair. Chat stop, they put Lair of the Hydra and Elvish Mystic into play. It really is fine. What was the Sergio? Think it's time to go blank. It's pretty awkward. They can animate this, kill the bottle. Oh. They discard. Gargarov, woof. So I get to protect the battle now. Nice song. Lair of the Hydra, Polukranos Reborn, or rather Polukranos Engine of Ruin combo. So if this dies, it makes 2 small tiny Hydras. The villain is attacking face for some reason. Sure. Oh, nice. I think villain just doesn't know that the battle can be attacked. They didn't want to draw. Okay. Sounds convincing. I don't know what happened to Skip Sunk. I don't know why it's not automated. Something broke. I don't know exactly what. Oh, I know what happened. No, I guess. Oh, I don't know what happened. Oh, they attacked the battle. They knew. It's not done Bopes, it's a different bot. The opponent just kinda seems not to understand. Thoughtseize is pretty good to keep, honestly. Maybe I could have not activated Geier Reach, but instead cast Invoke Despair. -2 tokens. Oh, they could activate the lair in response to make 2 Hydras. That's true, and that'll be kind of scary. Outcaster Breleza. I guess if they draw Storm, they could just win this turn, so maybe I will get punished for leaving them with Nyctas in play. Holy shit. At the same time, if they play another 4 power creature, they die, so. Well, they could attack with Polukranos too, to gain 6. Feels pretty undeserved. Kahira, the Orphan Guard. Alright, if we lose with this hand, then life's rough. Take the deuce. But it seems like this hand might not line up the best. March can destroy Waste Not. Oh, not cycling, so they already have the land, number 3. Yeah, as well as if. Guess I have to play Waste Not and Thoughtseize and get it marched. Maybe I'll get the sensor, but then I take Memory Deluge. Their hand is Get Lost, Beza, Sensor, and I play Bankbuster and draw a card with it, which is gonna be solid. They will play Beza and they will get to draw a card. This card is crazy, chat. Beza is absolutely incredible. 4 mana, 4/5, draw a card. Basically Omnath. Lucky Bankbuster that doesn't enter tapped. Fair. I kill your Beza. Oh, you cycle sensor, so you discard it. Beza is an easy 2 for 1. Easy, you say? The Fairy Hero is an easy 10,000 for 0, because you never actually end up killing it. Vital push. I play Goblin's Talent. I discard Kahira, my extra card, a companion of sorts. Oh, I see. But that leaves you get lost in my Liliana, which means that you have no more monsters to protect your Teferi from my Bankbuster. Good, good. And they still have the Luge in their graveyard. I see. Notice how I drew go for the throat this game as well. Flashback the Luge Sorcery speed. I could see plays that would be more devastating. I guess they will go to 5 cards. 6 Edict plus Teferi. But then how they not lose Teferi to those creatures? Well, I guess they simply could not lose it by casting a removal spell, but Vital push. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'll click my map. Geier reach. Guess I'll attack the Teferi. Oh, didn't play around Iganjo Seed of the Empire. Could use Takenuma. Put Liliana into play. Is that any good? It might be. Takenuma costs 3. I know it gets 3. I can play Liliana even if it costs 7. So like, yeah, cool that it costs 3, but I was thinking if maybe I should activate my Locthwain instead. But yeah, it costs 3 and then costs further less because of Sunken Citadel, so it's actually way cheaper. Supreme Verdict, solid. Liliana versus Teferi. The everlasting battle. Who is gonna win? I think I have my guess. Marching. Well, they will take 2 damage. But I think playing this league made me realize that the mono black discard deck doesn't do well against Teferi, Hero of Dominaria, a card drawing Planeswalker. Too slow in this matchup. I don't know if it's slow. What I do know is that I struggle against Teferi Hero, who seems to be the perfect hate card against my deck. No more Lies. The Ganjo was brutal. It was. I did not think of a Ganjo. And it ended up being really bad for me. If they had a normal removal spell, then it wouldn't have made a difference. O, jeszcze ma Dedusa, żeby tutaj najlepszą kartę mieć. Okej. Whoa! I guess they didn't make the Castle Locthwain token, so kinda needed to. Because Liliana was at 6 already, right? So. Holy shit, if they have no counter, I can actually win. Let's see Liliana on top. So I guess I'll just play the Bankbuster this turn. Veto, okay. Yeah, I'll win for sure. Haha, haha. Mimeri Deluge. Oh ja, pierdolę. There's also a limited amount of cards that deal damage in my deck, so actually they're kinda all gone, like all 3 Sheoldreds are gone. He has Waste on make zombies, but they don't have creatures in their deck, so it doesn't against their deck. Should have played the Swamp, because I can just loot it away with the Geier reach. Kinda. Emperor, no dobra. So my deck would absolutely need to be better at dealing with Teferi to pretend to have a chance in this matchup. which is fair. It would probably be reasonable. Let's go, opponent. I keep this hand because if I draw a second land, it's actually pretty good. Also, a reminder that the previous game I said that if I don't win this one, I'll cringe or something like that, and I did cringe. Let's discard the Deuce, the best card against my deck. Although not by much, because they have many best cards. Takenuma. Nice. Okay, so you have a Waste Not, but what is the next
He's a phenomenal
step?
control player.
Oh wow, I didn't even notice.
48 years, wow, giant, damn it, what a rizzler. Chat, what is blood yapping aber?
Hey, Thoughtseize first. Do draw a land. Take there, no more Lies. I think. Next turn we resolve a super Giga Go Blank. Thank you, Giba, for 48 years. That is many, many years, but I don't understand your message, so I don't know what to tell you. They did play Sensor game 1, so maybe I could suffer a defeat at Sensor's hands, but doesn't seem like that happened. I might also draw the Citadel and want to play it tapped, so discarded Beza, and what else? What was the other creature? 2 Bezas. Damn. Cycle Typhoon. Roski, I draw 2 cards. Would Waste Not be a better deck if Waste Not was a leyline? So 2 black, the same effects. Discuss. It would mean that on the play you would just say, I put 3 ley lines into play, I Thoughtseize you, I draw 3 cards because I discarded a non-creature spell, or I make 3 zombies. Sounds pretty good. This hand on the draw. So good. In Modern with Grief. Holy shit, that would actually work pretty well with Grief. You can pitch your leyline to Grief later too. This hand doesn't look like you ever win. Alright, what about this? Kabaka mulligans to 4 cards. Paid Actor mulling to 4 against Waste Not. What kind of a 5-card hand do you need to have to mulligan against Waste Not? Like, I don't know the answer to with regards to a 7-card hand, so I guess you had a bot 7 and you have no lenders 6 times, 3 times, down to 6. I did briefly consider waiting with the Bankbuster till the next turn, but then decided against it, as I can use my castle to take over the game, to which I played a Field of Ruin, so it's very lucky that I drew this Waste Not now. Best Waste Not deck, I agree. All I had to do is be up 3 cards. I wonder if I cast this Sheoldred's Edict now, which kind of feels like what I am supposed to do. Will I lose to the Ferry over the course of the game? It feels like I'm ahead enough to not to lose to the Ferry, even if my opponent draws land to Ferry. But I'm probably wrong. Thankfully they activated the Entourage, which is all I could have asked for. Chad, have you been also experiencing extreme build-up of lag while playing Magic Online lately? Because I feel like it's worse now than it was. Keep push versus control works. They did show 2 Bezats in game 2. Like, you can push Beza, it's not great, but you can do that. Sometimes you'll need to do that even. And our best waste note deck produced 5 chests. What a deck. Defeated a Multiverse, Pog,